Hello buddy, have you ever wondered what are the most serious fitness errors? Well, it turns out it's not that obvious. And I'm not talking about simple things like not hitting your proteins or skipping leg days. I'm talking about three things that are much more crucial, but not really discussed. And because such problems exist on a spectrum, I will introduce two sides of the same coin. We have to find equilibrium. Let me explain. Starting with quite a controversial one nowadays, taking gym too seriously. And I think we all have met this guy who just cannot resist talking about the gym all the time. He either spends his time working out or talking about working out, to the point it can no longer be considered passion, but pure obsession. Look, I have nothing against taking gym seriously, far from it, but if someone is basing his entire personality on the gym, it may be draining both for him and people around him. You know that, right? And honestly, often it's driven by toxic motivations or straight up insecurities, and I know, cause I was like this for a while, and I can tell you, it's far better not to be one-dimensional. Look bro, most people just don't care about bulking, exercises and all that stuff. In most cases it's not fun to talk about. And if someone can talk only about one topic, especially weightlifting, which is boring in and of itself, then it's just weird and awkward. Look, we all have other areas of life that are equally worth investing in and simply more interesting. It's kinda like eating the same plain, flavorless meal every single day. Sure, it may be filling, but eventually it gets dull. People lose interest. On the other hand, we have taking fitness too easy. And I had a friend like that. He would be so hyped up for the gym and walk around talking about his new workout plan that he had. He would develop this invisible lat syndrome and push really hard actually for 2 weeks maybe, and then all of a sudden he would take a few weeks off. On other occasions he would stick to his workout plan but skip every other workout. And if he worked out, he would do only half of the exercises because he has better things to do. And then he would complain that he has no progress. Like, come on bro, is it really that hard to guess that one 30-minute workout a week won't give you that fast results? It's like watering a plant once a week and expecting to grow into a tree overnight. I know, it's an extreme case, but even we can sometimes ask ourselves, am I pushing hard enough? Next we have, and this one is very interesting, being close-minded. I'll be the first one to raise my hand and admit I made this mistake. If you're doing something over and over again, it simply becomes boring. It may even lead to developing weak points over time. My point is, I believe it's useful to try new exercises, new training methods, or even new sports from time to time. We have to remember that sport is not only about lifting weights and building muscles. Maybe try joining boxing club, or start running and stretching, see how flexible you can get, man. Look, it's not only about muscles, right? Same with workout plans. I find it very fun to change my strategy from time to time. In this way I can not only gain new experience, but easily boost my motivation. I'll bet he'll do the same for you. Think of fitness like a Swiss Army knife. Why is Swiss Army knife so special? Because it's not only about having one tool like a blade, it's about having different tools for different tasks. Lifting weights is one tool, but trying martial arts, gymnastics, running or swimming are all the others. Be Swiss knife, my friend. The other side of the coin, even more common, doing too many different things. And remember the guy I mentioned previously, this buddy is a very interesting case. He changes his workout plan every single month, and I'm not even exaggerating. He goes like, damn bro, I've been doing this workout plan for 2 weeks now, and my muscles got used to it, and it's boring, I gotta change it ASAP. Really? And he's not even joking. It's not some weird strategy, it's the inability to stick to a plan. That's it. It's also a problem when you have simply too many goals at once. You know, back in the days I was like, yeah, I wanna learn this, I wanna learn that, and I wanna gain 10 kilos of body weight along the way, but I want all that by next month. Yeah, why not? Well, as you guessed, this tactic didn't get me too far. So I learned I have to set my priorities straight and be realistic. And the approach I think that is much more reliable is to have more of a laser-like focus. You know, you want to achieve something, you do your best to achieve this goal, then you can move to the next one. It's kinda like a video game where you complete one level at a time. You give it your all to complete the current level, then you move on to tackle the next challenge. You don't try to complete 10 levels at the same time, do you? Now, something I can see surprisingly often, neglecting the basics, and I don't want to insult your intelligence and go on explaining what everyone says, so stuff like sleep is actually important, you have to eat protein and be consistent. You already know that, but I still meet people who obsess over ideal workout plan while having no diet, neglecting the sleep, getting drunk 4 times a week, and then they complain. They have slow progress. Damn, it must be the workout plan, right? But okay, in less extreme scenarios, something I did, I had a tendency to ego rush to harder progressions of a given exercise, instead of mastering the easy one first, and it really handicapped my progress in many cases. It's like going straight to the final boss in a video game without learning the controls first. Sure, you are there, but you're going to keep losing because you didn't take time to master the basics. Other times it may lead to other issues later. For example, what are the muscles for when you can't even bend to tie your shoe because you always neglected the most basic stretching exercises? Or when you can hang from a bar because you've always only chosen easy machine exercises. Now, on the other extreme we have what I call not adapting, and you can mostly see it in the form of relaying old famous fitness methods or believing in fitness related myths. Sure, we can do this cool One Punch Man workout every day for a month. I know I did it. But how long do you think you can keep that? If you want to progress in the long run, learning new stuff and adapting is inevitable. And I'm not talking about gym-related TikTok shorts. There is plenty of knowledge available out there. Books, tutorials, podcasts, you name it. And I'm not even claiming you should be up to date with the research, but if you want to, that's great, it's definitely a good thing. Thanks for watching till the end, and have an awesome rest of your day, okay? Remember, the truth lies in the middle, and we just made some steps towards this equilibrium.